As a plan, it's Pro Advisor Tool, Schwab Edition. This is buy up equities for multiple accounts. Let's go through the first stage, tab 1 quickly. The import client restrictions and disclaimers covered in another video. Step 1 is always this process, and it'll update from the template each time. Let's go to Schwab, download the master account brokerage balances, that's cash, and that same group, whatever that group might be, whatever position is being discussed. If that client has or group has no position, still download a blank position covered in a separate video. What if I have no position? Then you've verified your restrictions, you're ready to go. Step 1 through 4 is complete. What is the stock that you will be buying and or ETF? Cannot use this for options or bonds. Default folders, well, that's covered as well in our basics, but essentially Schwab export for balances, Schwab export for positions has to go somewhere, and we conveniently named it balances and positions, and each user gets a test folder so they could practice with test data. This is where this is being pulled from. The export folder, well, when you're ready to upload to Schwab, whatever the allocation or trade may be, it needs to find it. We conveniently called it Trade Log 2022. And compliance folder, covered in another video as well. Great extra tool. We hit the magic blue button, activates our programming using imported data. Test sample. We're going to be buying Apple, and these are all fictitious accounts, all fictitious numbers. We're going to go through the process. And we get completely different results. The purple, well, that indicates some type of restriction, in this case below the minimum for the account, found here on the client restrictions list. It'll correspond to the account and the dollar amount that they requested, minimum. The reasons here, covered in a separate video, client restrictions tab, how that works in template, that ties in on novel cash. This particular fictional character, all these clients' accounts are fictional on our test sample trade. Not enough cash. So if you do nothing and run delete short cash, these two will be going away. You could also change, modify, any way you'd like to see if you could get a different result. Practice round. Can't hurt anything on the test sample. Right now, let's delete short cash. They went away. We're going to export. All right, now, so we're on the symbol and export tab, bottom left. The symbol that came across was Apple. Let's see what the price is right now. We encourage you to try to get the most up-to-date price. And we're going to buy a, let's say, 4% position. And run the numbers. All right, so with Apple at 3%, we come up short. Cash required, warning. About as visual as you can. One of the choices, just reduce the amount. All of a sudden, everybody can buy it. But what if you get closer? Can you fine-tune this? So let's go back and show you what other choices you have. Choice 1, reduce the percentage you're buying. Choice 2, now that we're on the tab 4 check cash level, we see again warnings. You can manually go in and buy less shares. You do it in this column, not the grayed out column. I want to show you what happens. $500 cash minimum is what we want for a buffer. And we get a warning message. These accounts have insufficient cash. Go back, reduce, change something. If you don't, we're going to remove it on the next screen. One of our programs does not have this feature for a specific reason. Most programs do. Double check every time you progress. Read all our warning boxes for efficiency. And we are going to go to the next button, which then shows you now we're down to 3 accounts. So this filtered and removed. Notional value, total trade, how to export, all that's covered in a separate video. But for right now, buy up equities, that's how you get through the process, including adjustments and fine-tuning.